Hello everyone, I'm JP and welcome to my channel. This is a follow-up video from yesterday's video I made regarding the game between Arsenal and Manchester City. But before we go any further, I'd like to remind you or ask you to kindly like and subscribe to my videos so that you don't miss out on any future content. It was an absolutely fantastic game yesterday. Let's be honest. There was lots of action, lots of drama. There were goals, 3 goals, and Arsenal did everything they could have done. They played way better than they'd been playing over the last 6 weeks. We have to be honest. Unfortunately, it still wasn't enough. Remember, as I said yesterday, that Arsenal had to score on every single opportunity or chance they got. And unfortunately, they weren't able to do that. Manchester City were 2-1 winners. Arsenal, I feel, could and should have had at least a point out of that game. Unfortunately, they were not able to convert all their chances. Kai Havertz, who, despite scoring, missed an opportunity and a wonderful header which went sailing across the Manchester City bar. Eze hit the post, and unfortunately, Arsenal were not able to score a second goal. And the momentum you feel is now clearly with Manchester City. This is a team that has in the past hunted down Jurgen Klopp's teams and has won. This is a team that has won 6 out of the last 10 Premier Leagues. This is a team that is used to this kind of situation, and it will take something special to stop them. Arsenal will now have to win every single game at a canter. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, at a canter to lift this Premier League trophy. Remember, Arsenal has not won the Premier League since 2004 under Arsène Wenger. And the last time any London club, i.e., my beloved Chelsea Football Club, last won the Premier League was in 2017. So it's going to take something special to stop this Manchester City side, especially now that they know that they are within sight of that the Premier League is within sight. The reality is that Arsenal 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, nobody was talking about Manchester City. It was just a case of who was going to finish second. The Premier League was pretty much a foregone conclusion. And unfortunately, Arsenal has suffered a string of bad results, and they now find themselves in this situation whereby Manchester City could overtake them as soon as Wednesday if they're able to beat Burnley by more than one by at least 2 goals. And that is based on what I've seen lately from Manchester City, and more specifically based on what I saw yesterday. I am struggling to see how Burnley are going to stop Manchester City. So Arsenal will not have to win every single game. They will have to play every single game like a final. They will have to throw caution out of the wind, and they would have to score at a canter if they want to win this English Premier League. Manchester City are in a familiar position. They've done it multiple times in the past, and they will take some stopping. It was a great game. We're not going to kid ourselves. Arsenal did everything they could. Although I'm still struggling to understand why Mikel Arteta removed his most lively player, Eze, who was causing havoc throughout the game. Every single time Eze had the ball, apart from hitting the post, he was causing Manchester City all sorts of problems. I don't think Trossard brought anything to the game. When he came on, he didn't bring anything to the game. And my other question is why, oh why, did Mikel Arteta leave Gyökeres on the bench for so long? This is a player who is in double figures. He's the only Arsenal player in double figures in the Premier League. Gyökeres has scored 12 goals so far. Why would you leave him on the bench for so long? Anyway, only Mikel Arteta can answer those questions. At the end of the day, Arsenal had to get either a win or a draw, and they failed. And the initiative of the title race is now firmly with Manchester City. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Arsenal cannot win, but they're going to need to throw caution out of the wind and do something really, really special if they want to win this league. That was all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Please, once again, remember to like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any future content. Peace.